All right, it's been pretty awesome to be here in Rio. You've always lived in Rio.
Yeah, welcome to Rio.
Yeah, to everyone.
I've heard everyone is already talking that Rio is way better than any other city that Meridian has already done an event. Welcome to Rio, everyone.
Well, I have definitely heard that we have picked a very wonderful city for this year, and people are really enjoying everything here. But I want to talk about the fact that what I just said, that you guys have had a key focus on technology. So how can cities balance this rapid innovation with the need for long-term stability?
I think, first, just for you to think a little bit about Rio, besides being a nature paradise, the city of Rio is famous for being a city of creators, rebels, people who want to transform the reality. So that's very nice to have Meridian and all stellar ecosystem here in Rio. A couple of months ago, we launched a strategy for the city, which is Rio AI City. We're putting a very ambitious milestone for the next 8 years to build here in Rio 3.2 gigawatts of data centers focused on AI. We're bringing Eletrobras, which is already here in Rio, and the largest, the clean energy largest generator in the world, and BNDES, the National Development Bank of Brazil, and Oracle, Google X, NVIDIA. We're literally buying GPUs from NVIDIA to put in our math school here in Rio. I think a city like Rio or any other else must understand our assets. So, for example, in the case of Rio, we have a lot of talents, universities, we have water, energy, and it's an amazing place to live. People want to come here to live in Rio. So we need to create the ambient to bring talents, to bring developers. So I think under stable coin, those transformation, both blockchain, stable coin, everything what is happening in the world right now, AI, people want to live somewhere they feel at home. So the city of Rio is very special. Why not come to Rio? Entrepreneurs, developers, researchers, the city is open. It's an open source city. There's a friend of mine here, Ronaldo, we were talking before. He was pointing out that Lua, which is a programming language, in Roblox, World of Warcraft, some of the NASA embedded systems, Lua was created in Rio, in a university here, and was created as an open source software. Rio is an open source city. Just come.
We like that. We like that. In terms of the pressing challenges that you see in Rio, do you see a space for blockchain to be able to help to support and to resolve some of those?
I think there's based on Rio city position, blockchain is really important. There's safety in the transactions. We launched it 2 years ago, and we approved the regulation, we approved the law, we launched an initiative to pay tax through crypto, and what we think that we need to advance right now is bringing companies to do and to find a way to do that with government. So sometimes governments are open, like Rio. People want to do that, but we need companies who are already open to work with government. Sometimes the languages between an entrepreneur, between people who are trying to find a way out to innovate, is a language different from governmental languages. So we need to find common ground. I think cities are good common ground for that. Sometimes federal level or state level, they're too complex, but city level is easier to work together with entrepreneurs.
I think it's fascinating that you guys did that, you said 2 years ago with the crypto.
Yeah.
And you said that you haven't actually seen a lot of uptake from it yet, but you want to.
Yeah.
Because people aren't really paying with crypto today, but we can work together to sort of make that kind of happen.
Yeah, Denelle, I think we have in Brazil and in Rio as well an ecosystem. People are early adopters here. So we have the former president of central bank here, Roberto, and he launched Pix, and Pix became really a mass in Brazil. So people are early adopters here. They trust on new technologies. They trust on new platforms. So I think if there is a place for stable coins, for blockchain technology, to find ways to do this together with governments, for sure, in Brazil and in Rio, it's a good place to do that.
So what lessons do you think that with Rio's transformation and what you guys have been able to do He's going to be the next mayor, by the way. He can't say that, but I can. What do you think other cities can take from this and like use it for their transformation journeys?
I think like the city of like Mayor Paes, he's in his 4th mandate. Since the very beginning in 2009, like he always tried to make the city hall open for new technology. So the city of Rio was the first one to work together with Waze in 2012. With IBM, like we built an operational center together with IBM in 2010. And we're now working on with some moonshots with Google X, Tapestry, for example, for AI data centers, NVIDIA, Oracle. Like, I think for someone in our position, like, for example, I'm a politician. As you can see, my suits here, this tie, very boring.
He wanted to wear like more crypto native outfit, but he's got to go somewhere.
I would never come here like that, but I need to meet 4 Supreme Court justices this afternoon, so I need to change my outfit. We're in Rio. Please don't use tie, don't use suits here. Just feel comfortable and flexible. Like people in our position, and I am a former VC founder a couple of years ago, and I decided to become a politician. I think in our position, we need to be open for entrepreneurs. We need to be open for innovation. And some big organizations, not only governments, every big organization with 100,000 of people, for example, the city of Rio, 160,000 servants. You need to be open to innovate, otherwise you're going to be old. So I think for mayors, politicians, like we need to be open and open our ears. Like for example, the idea of allowing tax to be paid through crypto came from an entrepreneur from Hashdex that is based in Rio, and he said, you should allow this, and then we said, okay, let's do it. I think that we need to be open.
I love that. I mean, openness is such an important piece. Openness we think about it from a code stack, but I think you're thinking about it from the standpoint of open to any kinds of innovations. And I think that's a really important idea.
Yes.
Yeah.
And of course, we're open to Stellar. If you want to stay next year, whatever you need, Rio is open, open source for Stellar, for stable coins. Like I think we were talking this together before. I'm gonna tell everyone. Like we're already thinking on a strategy together to think how should be a crypto city. So we launched the Rio AI City strategy, and we're launching today Rio Crypto City strategy with Stellar.
Stellar, yeah. Well, I think that's the place we should end. Thank you so much for coming, Eduardo. I know you have a busy calendar, and we can't wait to see you as mayor. And but right now, we love you in your role as vice mayor.
Thank you so much. It's such a pleasure. Welcome to Rio.
All right, take care of you. Thank you so much.
See you.